Howdy folks, Tetsu here, down in lower tiers for the power's low, but the battles are fierce. And today I'll be continuing my self-proclaimed quest to archive all the battles during the first 7U tournament, from which thereby hope to bring light to the tier and possibly help it grow. So join me as we move on to the 7th and final match of round 4. Our combatants this time will be Phoopes versus Torchic. Phoopes has had a great performance so far this tournament, winning against PenglinHeHe, K1XO, and Gangsta Spongebob in the first 3 rounds. While Torchic started in round 2, they haven't stopped winning, defeating both Dhdux and CDIJK16. Regardless, their skill should be witnessed here today by both myself and you the viewer. If you happen to enjoy the video, I humbly request you click that like button. Also subscribe and click that bell if you want to be notified for later uploads. Working together, we can bring more attention to this fascinating metagame. With all that said, let's begin. Okay. Match 7, the final match of round 4. Best of 3. In the blue corner, from the very first round, they have made a path all the way here, and for some odd reason, they now have a Jinx on the field with them as well. Not sure about the regulations for that, but I give you Phoopes. And speaking of regulations, I'm not entirely sure how having 2 people on one side of the field is legal, but hey, I'm not the one who wrote the rules. While they started off in the second round, they certainly haven't faltered in their means of getting to this moment. I give you Torchic in the red corner. Alright, enough preamble. Let's begin. Trainer is ready. Let's play lead metagame. Tentacle from Phoopes and Golbats from Torchic. Immediately hit to 58% for Tentacle. Blizzard goes in. Tentacle switched in for the red corner. Shelter brought in for Phoopes. Hydro Pump connects. Do we see a boom? No, we do not. We see a Blizzard instead. No freeze. Wrap doing a little bit of chip damage. And a quick switch from the blue corner to their Tentacle, who is now below the half health range. Blizzard hits. Do we see a freeze? We do not. More chip damage coming in from the red corner. A little bit of wrap action. And slowly but surely bringing Phoopes down. Golbat switched in for the red corner. Rhyhorn for the blue. Gets hit by Double Edge upon entry as Ivysaur switched in. Phoopes going for their Tentacle. Ivysaur back to their own Tentacle as Blizzard once again hits. No freeze. And Phoopes wins the speed tie, doing their own little bit of wrap. Going for Meowth. Charmeleon for Torchic. Rhyhorn switched in to tank a Fire Blast. No burn. Another Fire Blast hits. No burn still. Body Slam instead of Earthquake. Ivysaur switched in. Takes an Earthquake upon entry and takes out Rhyhorn. Tentacle for Phoopes. As well as Torchic going to their Tentacle, once again getting hit by a Blizzard, still no freeze, Hydro Pump connects, and Tentacle finally goes down. Golbat for Torchic. Tentacle taken out by a Double Edge. 4 to 5 right now, as Shelter is taken out by a Mega Drain, healing Golbat to 40%. Charmeleon coming out, Confuse Ray hits. Charmeleon hits itself in confusion as Mega Drain goes out? What? Fire Blast connects and a burn goes off as Hyper Beam does so little. Clefairy for Torchic as Charmeleon goes in for a Fire Blast. Thunder Wave hits. Now with Clefairy going for Body Slam of all things. Trying to deal as much damage as possible as Counter hits Clefairy, bringing it down to 10%. Meowth for Phoopes. Slash goes in, taking out Clefairy. 2 to 3. Can Phoopes win this? Ivysaur goes for the Sleep Powder, but misses for Torchic, but Phoopes gets the sleep. Charmeleon for the red corner. Body Slam connects. Charmeleon is paralyzed. Another Body Slam. Fire Blast misses! And another Body Slam. Charmeleon can't attack! And Charmeleon goes down! This is looking not good for Torchic. What seemed to be their victory is now being taken out. Ivysaur, who's asleep, is repeatedly getting Body Slammed It is not looking like it's going to wipe up. No, it does not. It goes down. Meowth goes for the slash. Do we see... No, we see Razor Leaf. I was thinking asleep. Razor Leaf is going to be a 2-hit KO if it hits one more time. It does. And Meowth goes down. Winning the first match. Going to Phoopes. On to game 2. Let's play lead metagame. Tentacool once again for Phoopes, as well as Golbat for Torchic. Tentacool brought to 60% due to Double Edge. Blizzard bringing Golbat to a pretty low amount of HP. Tentacool switch in. And finally, after so long, Blizzard actually freezes Tentacool on Torchic's side. Currently being battered with Surf. Oh dear. This is not... Oh, there we go. A critical hit takes out Tentacool. Golbat for Torchic as it takes Tentacool out with Hyper Beam. Voltorb switched in. Ivysaur for the red corner. Hits by a Thunderbolt. Gets Thunder Waved. As Voltorb is not put to sleep because Ivysaur misses. And Voltorb is just going to chip. It's not... Paralysis is keeping Ivysaur from attacking twice in a row. Another sleep powder miss. Oh no, this is really hard to watch. Ivysaur is not able to attack. Oh go. And there it goes. Thunderbolt takes out Ivysaur. Charmeleon for Torchic. It gets paralyzed. Fire Blast connects. And Voltorb does get burned. So Explosion's not. Critical hit Thunderbolt! Winds up taking Charmeleon to 33% health, and it gets taken down. Voltorb is going completely mad. Nidorino is switched in. Gets hit by a Thunderbolt. Gets hit by Paralysis, but takes Voltorb out. Brought down to 50% by Charmeleon, and then gets taken to 1% as Nidorino can't attack, and it's missed the ones that it's actually gotten through. Golbat comes in. Confusion on Charmeleon. It hits itself. Hyper Beam connects. Charmeleon is no longer confused, and it takes Golbat out. Only Meowth is left for Torchic, and Charmeleon does go down, but it's 3-1. We've seen some long odds before, but this does not look good. Ivysaur goes for a Razor Leaf. One more, and it will win. Will Phoopes manage? He does, and there you go. Meowth goes down, winning Phoopes the game 2-0. Well done. Well done. So, what did we learn? We have seen Nidorino before, and seeing it now has me wanting to talk about it. The first thing people will notice about the Poison Pen Pokemon is its typing. Poison has a pretty bad rep in RBY, and it's not really unjustified. Defensively, the type only resists Grass, Fighting, and itself. Both Grass and Fighting moves are used, sure. Ivy uses Razor Leaf, while Hitmonchan makes use of Submission. Of the two matchups, Ivy post-sleep is the best, threatening a 3-hit KO with Blizzard while only having a chance to be 4-hit KO in return. While Hitmonchan can guarantee that 4-hit KO, it takes a bit from Nido's special move arsenal, from Thunder and Blizzard doing between 35.3 to 41.5%, guaranteeing a 3-hit KO in return, if you can hit that is. More accurate options in Thunderbolt and Ice Beam are available, although they only allow for a 4-hit KO without a crit. Poison moves, though, are not really used due to many common mons that resist the typing, and they aren't really that good. Something else to consider for the type are the super effective moves against it, that being Ground, Psychic, and in Gen 1, Bug. Yes, Bug is super effective against Poison in Gen 1, and vice versa. The only ground move is Earthquake from Rhyhorn, and while only doing 84.6 to 99.6%, it certainly is not something you want to switch into. Psychic is used by a handful of Pokemon, but nothing that has stab with it. Clefairy is the most common user, and unless you have your special drop, you're only threatened with a 3-hit KO, while Double Kick has a good chance, exactly 98.1%, to 2-hit KO in return. Nidorino also has decent coverage for the rest of the tier, all things considered. Special and physical moves, with its balanced stats, make for a pretty all-arounder. This, however, is a bit of a problem. With no stab moves, you're doing barely enough most matchups. This makes Nidorino, all in all, just shy of being being actually viable. Sad times. With the match over, Phoopes will be continuing on in the WB, while Torchic with their first elimination will be heading down to the LB. We'll be catching up with them again later, I'm sure. And if you happen to enjoy the video, why don't you join on the fun? I've got all the necessary links down in the description, from the resource hub to the Discord. Hope to see you there. And until next time, everybody, take care.